Greetings and salutations, folks. My name is Nick, and welcome back to Dragon Age Inquisition, where today I plan to wrap up the basic activities of the Hinterlands. There's still going to be the dragon. There's still going to be the dragon in the upper right corner. We're not tough enough to defeat him. But at the very least, the shards will be found, the rifts will be closed, the basic quests will be completed. And then I can consider that area to have been mined of all of its power so that I can proceed to the next open area to do it all again, to find more oculariums and astrariums, find more shards, acquire more power so that I could eventually do the story quests.
Yes, thank you.
That's as far as we're going to get into that message. Good times, good times. The Inquisition is a sight to behold, a command of legions, hearts, and minds. It is worthy, your Inquisitor is worthy, and my masters are pleased. I will bring my wares, and together we will extend your reach even further. Now you trade not just in treasures, but in will. The esteemed Ferris the Representative. Well, nice talking to you, Ferris the Representative. Our open support of Magister Talani had both good and bad results. The Imperium looks on the Inquisition with scorn, primarily based on its religious views regarding the Herald of Andraste. But they also view our growing power with respect. Magister Talani sent her thanks and tells me that her opponents have backed off for the time being. She sent along some additional supplies to use as you see fit, and some Carastian candies, which you will pry from my cold, dead fingers. Josephine, for shame. For shame. And then there's one over here. I should have had more faith in my agents. Of course they tracked down Provident, who has sought shelter from the Mage-Templar conflict, with a wealthy Navaran patron. We provided brief description of Bianca, and Provident adapted the design for a leaf spring stabilizer to suit one of her stocks. We were also able to secure his original designs for our own use in siege engines. Fancy. Alright, what else do we have to do other than open up areas? Let's see. Make contact in the Emerald Graves. We've been contacted by a Fairbanks, who says he has information of value to the Inquisition. He offers a trade, the information in exchange for the Inquisition's help in eliminating a dangerous rebel band calling themselves the Free Men of the Dales. There have been reported sightings of these rebels all over the Dales, where they have caused significant problems for Orlesian troops. Uprooting them would be a good move for us. First, let us see what Fairbanks has to say. He is hiding out somewhere in the Emerald Graves, a legendary Dalish forest. My spies report that he is well acquainted with the area and its terrain. He could prove a useful asset if we choose to trust him. Lead Scout Harding made contact with Fairbanks and his men in the Emerald Graves and had a run-in with the rebel freemen of the Dales. They are as violent as we've been led to believe. As for Fairbanks, Harding was unable to coax much from him. He will only share what he knows with the Herald of Andraste, it seems. Fairbanks is holding his information close to his chest. I wonder if it might relate to something bigger than just the freemen of the Dales. If there is a chance at all, then we must learn all we can from him. Harding has set up an outpost in the Emerald Graves. Be careful, Inquisitor. The Forest of the Graves is treacherous, and home to enemies both new and ancient. Also, I just realized I had just finished playing Alan Wake 2, in which you are the Herald of Darkness, and now I'm the Herald of Andraste. Alright, what is Flames of the Inquisition? Oh, this is another horse. We have garnered the attention of the finest armorers in the land, and they would not see our message conveyed unadorned. They offer a mount that reflects the flames of the Inquisition. It is, by all accounts, magnificent. We would send our best, and you will know it when you see it. It is much at home in parade as on the battlefield. Let all who stand against you see that they stand against a force, a cause. Our skill is yours, those of the hammer. The armored mount has arrived, and it is every bit as magnificent. Isn't that what they said about the other armored mount that had arrived? This region between Lake Celestine and the shores of the waking sea is known as the Heartlands, a place of vineyards and gilded marble, estates the locals refer to as cottages. It is often said that Orlay's heart is plated with gold, and so it seems fitting that the Heartlands and perhaps the richest place outside of Val Royeaux. A note is written at the bottom of the page. Comte de Maurier and Marquis Courtemonts, both spending money like water, which to pursue. Comte Maurier is a distant relation to the Empress. We should speak with him first. We have agents in place near Courtemonts now. We can infiltrate his manor at a moment's notice. Let's go with Josephine. I don't really know if I need to care much about the difference. And I think that is all of the story-based tasks, or the tasks that have some sort of the non-repeatable tasks. There we go. Let us try to get more
Inquisitor.
elf fruit. And you can get more of whatever's in there. I forget where you can change your horse. One second while I take a look. All right, it still kind of feels like a mount, like was an afterthought for this game. Like, the areas aren't really that big to the point in which having a mount would be that much more beneficial than not having a mount. And at the very least, though, when it comes to building these watchtowers, all we have to do is just mark where they're going to be. We don't have to build it. But let us clear out these fellas first. Take that, Red Templar! Oh, hello. And you over there, are you going to cause any trouble? No, he is not. But I suppose it's better than nothing. Though I think the horse ran off during that fight. Alright, I did not realize this was a Skyrim horse we were dealing with. That is even better able to climb up mountains that would cause the Inquisitor to slowly slide downhill with every single jump. What is going on over here? Oh, it's a shard. And there are 22 shards in this area. Actually, let me try something. After I pick up this shard, I want to see if the horse takes fall damage. Like right now, everybody's kind of full. And I'm pretty sure that would have caused fall damage if I wasn't on the horse. So it seems like if I'm going to be wandering around doing stuff, like I might as well be doing it on a horse rather than just climbing as just myself. Not to mention it conveniently packs up all of my allies. Where do they go when I ride the horse? No one truly knows. They enter a specific pocket dimension where your allies disappear to. Let's see, how easily can we climb up the side of this mountain? Not very easily. Still slightly easier than if I was just on foot, because like on foot, like you would just start sliding downhill. And then take fall damage. So this circumvents at the very least both of those things. It looks stupid as hell. Though I suppose the worst part about it isn't that you'll be missing out on combat opportunities. It's probably the fact that you'll be passing by a whole bunch of elf fruit, and you wouldn't know it. It does not present itself as a means of easily collecting all the herbs and things that you need on your journey to upgrade your potions, to build your various establishments at Skyhold. But the convenience of riding around on this armored horse that is armored for no particularly good reason, because it's not like you're going to do any fighting on the horse. Like, if you're on the horse and enemies attack you, the horse will eventually kick you off, and then you'll just fight the enemies as normal. There's no horse-based combat to worry about in this game. There better be some dead rams in this grove, otherwise I'm going to ask for a refund on my dead ram policy. Bergrit, it'll be worth it. You worry too much. I've seen you hunt. You and that bow go together like the Maker and Andraste's sweet bosom. And there's nothing in this world that'll keep you breathing after you take your axe to it. And believe me, once you've gotten enough of the bear claws, and remember they need to be big, really good-sized ones. I don't want you coming back with some cub slashers and a sad dog grin on your face. We'll make something that'll make us both rich. Think of the girls in Redcliffe hanging on your arm, Bergrit. It's a strong arm, my friend. Strong enough to kill 3 big bears and bring those claws back. You take care of that, and that arm will have a nice lady to wrap around at night. Good luck. Don't come back without the claws. Hold on. Is the lady going to be... Holding on to his arm while they sleep? Like, not holding on to him per se. Like, this isn't about any big spoon, little spoon sort of thing going on here. She's just going to be laying there beside him. Holding on to his big old beefy arm. And then if she wants variety, she can hold on to the other arm. Oh, this should be Turda's leaf-eared lover. From the famous poems about Turda. A statue of Mephreth, grieving after the death of his wife, the prophet Andraste, whom he betrayed out of jealousy. What am I supposed to do here? It seems there's something. All right, well, let's get rid of these guys because we don't need them in our lives. And let's grab some spindleweed mid-battle because, you know, just because we're fighting does not mean I'm going to not collect elf root and spindleweed. What am I supposed to do here? You found a letter at an abandoned campsite. It instructs a young man to bring Philandris to a tree where a stone lady stands. Bring Philandris. Who's Philandris? Okay, so Philandris is a plant. I need to find the Philandris plant and bring it to the tree. It would be nice if the quest said the Philandris plant, because this is a fantasy game. And it's filled with side quests. So by the time I get to said side quests, I'm not going to remember if Philandris is referring to a person, thing, place. So, like that's always convenient. But Philandris is apparently not available yet. So I'm going to have to come back for this one. There is apparently a dungeon up here for various dungeon-related reasons, I would imagine. Let us slowly... There we go. Have we been here before? Yes, we have. Alright, and then I guess let's go back to marking watchtowers and grab that astrarium. Of course, we have another quest. Just so many quests in this game are basically letters you find in the middle of the road. And then you're like, yeah, I'm gonna see what this letter is referring to. I'm not just gonna... I don't care how many demons and apostates are in that area. The package was lost somewhere in the river north of those farms. Follow the river and find it, or we'll find you. And I just walked like 5 steps, and my horse disappeared.
Did you see that? People coming down from the hills to help.
They said they were sent by the Maker. It's a miracle.
Now we can all work
Oh.
together, like the Red Cliff of old.
Let's actually... Okay, hold on. Let's grab this quest first. See what it is. And then possibly... Is this another... letter? Oh my gosh. How many quests need to be found? Are we secretly mailmen? Are we secretly mail delivery services? Take it back, take it back, take it back, take it back. Dreams won't stop until you take it back to the Western Fortress. They will never stop. You will wake up screaming and find notes written by your own sleeping hand. Take it back or I will draw allies to do it for me. That's, I'm positive, exactly how that note would have been read by whoever was carrying it. There is a bad guy just upon that rise, and a landmark to claim for the Inquisition. Hello, sir. Would you like a stab in the back? You have a lot of health. Is that what, like, the spinning does?
Hey, Solus, how'd you say excuse me in Elven or whatever?
For you, it would be Ara Saranama.
Ara
Your
Saranama.
name is within. The base form is common.
Thanks. And now when I don't say it, you'll know it's on purpose.
Does that actually mean... Is there such a thing as a ledger that... or like a dictionary that tells you what these fictional languages mean? Broken bridge. The bridge was broken recently, most likely in fighting between apostate mages and renegade Templars. We have claimed the broken bridge for the Inquisition. Which, I mean, it does not sound like that great of a deal. Are we heading... No, we're not going down the river. We need to go this way to get to the Astrarium. And it is going to be kind of towards the left side.
The area ahead is well defended. Be ready.
I am ready. But are you ready to do what's right? Nope, nope, get back here. I feel like a lot of the strategy for Big Hammer is just go smash, smash. Like, it's not even about finesse, it is just build up momentum, smash, smash. Getting to this... This Astrarium is a little bit on the tricky side. Oh wait, hold on. We can fix this. Horse! This is a job. Nope. Somewhere there's a path up. Is it right over here? Is... It's not there either. Okay, this, I think, should be the path over to the Astrarium that I've been trying to get to. And, as with all Astrariums, with any luck, it will be incredibly easy. Like, so simple. Like, not just a baby can do it. If you drop the controller on the floor, it'll still work. Actually, this isn't so bad. It looks complex just because of the number of joints. And it looks like there's also fake stars to just throw you off. But this is not... This is fine. We can deal with this constellation, which is clearly a dragon? Constellation Draconis, called High Dragon in common parlance. The constellation Draconis is always depicted by a dragon in flight. Recently has come into question whether this was the case in the ancient Imperium. Most Aventurer dragon imagery was reserved for the old god, so why would they dedicate a constellation to dragons in general, when specific dragons were held in such reverence? This speculation is fueled by older drawings showing Draconis as more serpentine in appearance, perhaps depicting a sea creature or an unknown 8th old god that was stricken from historical record. And I think this means I can now go to a cave. Yes. Explore the cave, find the stuff. But first, let's actually head back to Skyhold so that we can build those watchtowers. Like, I was worried I might have to build them myself, but now that they're part of, like, assemble the pieces, find the wood, get logging sites. But if there's an operation related to it, it kind of emphasizes the idea that you are leading this, the Inquisition. You're leading this force that has to go about the process of assembling the watchtowers themselves. It's not just about you. It is about the people who you are leading and the things that they are doing to support the war. But let us complete out their resource collection quests, acquire the 4 or so herbs that they have gathered. I think somebody actually did go on a quest that was more meaningful. It is still in process. Okay. Good job, Cullen. You got the resources. Good job, Liliana. You got even more elf fruit. Actually, we're going to send Liliana to... The refugees in the Hinterlands face threats from bandits, demons, apostate mages, and Templar deserters. Building watchtowers in the area will help Inquisition forces ensure the safety of refugees and farmers. The appropriate building sites have already been marked.
To work?
Yep.
Inquisitor.
Alright, now to return to the next thing. What were these folk protecting? These level 7s. Oh, another note. Are you tired of letting the witless fools bind you with their fear? Come to the Witchwood. Follow the signs. We will be free to work our craft, free to become the new gods we have always known we truly are. Okay, it's nothing. That's good. All right, here is the cave that we have opened up by discovering all 3 astrariums and solving their constellation-related puzzles. What treasures slash dangers await us in this apostate stronghold? Oh, hold on. There's Embrium. Very important. Maybe. I don't know. Oh, look. Such treasure. There's royal elf fruit. Even better than the regular elf fruit. Now, I suppose Onyx, like, I've been making weapons and armor, and it's always good to have excess amounts of, like, these metals just in case you want to. Oh, there's nothing to stop us. There's just the reward. Good times. Good times. Or we've already been here before and cleaned it out. Let us take a look at this snake dagger that we have acquired. Snake blade. It is worse than our previous weapons. Let's see. It has plus 2% attack. Wow. Amazing. Big, oh my. On its hit, 5% chance to apply poison. Wow, 1% heal on kill. Jesus Christ. It is so difficult to get excited about any of these enhancements. Like, I spend most of the time just looking at the damage numbers. Because if I look at damage number go up, then I'm like, okay, this is better weapon. Like, the special skills on a lot of these weapons, the percent to activate is usually so low that it just becomes negligible. I mentioned this yesterday, and I don't think I was necessarily, like, yesterday I feel like my mind was just falling apart. Falling apart like a chocolate orange, if I have to steal a phrase from Jasper Fforde, the writer.
Got to be something here.
But, like, one of the things I was trying to talk about was just, like, how inconsequential a lot of these stat bonuses and upgrades are. What did we pick up? The Carta coat. Dwarf trained only. I'm pretty sure Varric's armor that I've equipped to him is already better than that. But actually, let's take a quick look at that armor we just got. Plus 2 cunning, plus 3% melee defense. Okay, like, if you're creating a character that is specifically about melee defense, why didn't I go all the way to that? I should have really, instead of fast traveling, once I reached the Astrarium, I should have just kept going and gone to the shelter and unlocked that shelter, because now I have to walk all the way back down past the Astrarium again. I was a fool. I recognize that now. But yes, the bonuses and upgrades, unless you combine them with a lot of similar bonuses and upgrades, then you will find yourself in a situation in which you have a lot of incredibly minor bonuses and upgrades that don't necessarily add up to much. And towards the beginning to middle of the game, this is going to be more true. Towards the end of the game, where, like, you're not going to necessarily find too many more powerful items, you're going to, the ability to essentially enhance your character is not dependent on finding newer, more powerful swords. You have the most powerful sword there is. The means of which you upgrade yourself is going to be more towards...
Where'd you go?
more towards creating those character builds that exploit, like, having, like let's say you have everything on your person adds to melee defense. Then it becomes something to worry about. But up until that point, like, it's just it's a lot easier just to be like, does damage number go up? Does defense number go up? Oh no, it's a bear! Truly the most dangerous thing the Inquisition has dealt with. Bear. Bear, what? That is definitely a very mobile bear attempting to climb the various obstructions that were in the way. I'm gonna give the bear that much at least. Okay, we're almost there. And unless you are playing the game to the point in which you're trying to, like, assemble items to create that specific character build, then those minute upgrades are very inconsequential. Let's see, where shall we go next? Let's see, there's another artifact for the... for Blackwall over here. Pristine Griffin Feather. Yeah, he would have, but like, we don't really need him that badly. We'll bring him over. Take flowers to Senna's shrine. Will any flowers do? Senna, beloved, may your ashes be gathered by Falun Din and carried safely after all the long years you carried me. Oh, Cassandra wants that done. I forgot that Cassandra wanted things done. I suppose she would want things done. Wait, hold on. We will test our theory that mounts do not take fall damage. There we go. Good times, good times. Alright, let us take down these fellas that Cassandra wanted defeated.
There, one of the rogue Templars.
Oh, level 7. Oh, you're immune.
One down.
Okay, who is... You know, let's just use this.
It's over. Thank you for bringing us here.
That was probably unnecessary, considering. But, like, I've been avoiding using that ability for so long, and now we can also kind of see how long it takes it to recharge. Like, how reliable, like, how long do we really want to wait in between sections? Another stanza of Turda Brighthax of our mother. It is the 8th stanza. Ah, yes.
Turda Brighthax, of our chieftain strong her tribe within dwarven trade. Battles brought to men and demons, won with wisdom, fire, and blade. Then did Turda look to Enda, dwarf prince, friend, children giver. Took her freedom, Hender glad, wished her what he could not give her. Chose her child to stand as chieftain after all last wrongs were righted. Gifted goods of worldly want left her tribe no more benighted. Skyward one last trek she made, to her lover dream delivered. Raven feathered, reunited, hearts both whole, now neither aching.
So I'm guessing in the plots of Turda, like Turda had led armies, had her leaf-eared lover who was an elf. The elf died, per se, and Turda ended up getting married to someone who was more controlling of her. Turda died and then rejoined her lover. That is what I'm getting out of this story. Mabari! Ah, it has perceived, whatever that means. Oh my gosh. And now there's a bear. The forest has united against us. Okay, yeah, that's still where we're going, is the Venatori camp. And there's a rift that we can close over there. Oh, hello. Are you a lyrium smuggler? Where did... A lyrium smuggler lurker. I mean, you didn't really need to do that now, but I mean... A barrier never hurts. Oh, I guess we're gonna do the rift first. Oh, hello. Yeah, let's get rid of the long-range guys who are probably going to interrupt me during this sort of thing. And then you can... Is that good enough? I think it was. Ah. Unfortunately, there's still a lot of tougher ones around. Oh yeah, I should probably stun everybody. Like, being able to disrupt the rift and stun whoever's out here is probably the Inquisitor's more useful skills during these particular fights.
Sarah, I noticed one of my books was missing.
Ask that thing. It touches everything.
Cole didn't take it.
Right, which one?
The one with all the illustrations.
Oh, that one was full on. I threw it under your bed.
You don't know how to ask permission first?
Fine. Please can I not find more of your mucky little books? Drawing with you.
This lyrium smuggler was like, you know, I just saw you take on like all of these demons on your own, but I'm going to be the one to defeat you. Me. Whoever am I. Though I might need to go back to camp to restock on potions. For now, though, let's actually complete out this quest to defeat that Venatori. Nope, somebody upgraded, I think. Yes. All right, what am I going to do with you? Oh, she has elixirs. Weird. For her... Shall I follow the Templar tree? And Solus has this thing. Oh yay, more elf roots for our elf root collection. Alright, let's get these Venatori for Dorian. I'll go after the mage first. Nope. That was actually a lot easier than I was expecting. And Dorian already is aware of it. He isn't even here, and he's like, wow, this is great. This is good stuff. I have a sense of feeling. The door to Valimar is locked. Find the key to Valimar. Oh yeah, I needed that, didn't I? Ah, son of a bitch. Am I gonna have to make more trips to the Hinterlands? I feel like I'm gonna have to go to the Hinterlands even more than I already am. Ugh. There's a reason why the Hinterlands are notorious in regards to Dragon Age Inquisition. Alright.
That was more where that came from.
That went pretty well. Like, is this area going to have a lot of bad guys to fight? Considering the fact that it doesn't seem to have a camp to travel to. Are you guys allies?
For us supposed bandits lies up ahead, I believe.
They're definitely not allies. Yeah, might as well get rid of... Oh my gosh. Alright. Sarah, I guess you can have a potion. Yeah, I will definitely have to consider... going to a camp to restock at some point. Soon. Oh, there's an ocularium. Because I need to find more shards. And look! Another site to claim for the Inquisition! Grand Forest Villa. The lush and beautiful Grand Forest Villa is so far from the Red Cliff Castle seems odd only until one learns the history behind its construction. More than an age before the Orlesian occupation of Ferelden, Arl Jacques Grin ordered its construction to serve as a comfortable living quarters for his close friend, famed singer and swordsman Sir Corem the Bard. Arlessa Marguerite, Jacon's wife, evidently understood and supported her husband's relationship with Corem, only stipulating that the Bard not live at the castle to avoid any public scandal. Arl's Jacon Ride was a popular tavern song for many years, jokingly honored the Arl's attempts to return from the villa before the sun rose. Sir Corem lived happily there until his death in bed at the age of 90, several years after the death of Arl Jacon himself. The aged Arlessa Margaret ordered Corem's body burned with full honors in a hunting cloak that belonged to the Arl. After Sir Corem's death, the villa was used by the Arl's family for guests and as a summer home for younger family members. It was abandoned during the chaos of the Fifth Blight. I can tell, as there are bandits inside. But what's more important is there's probably a letter for us to read. In here? Nah, in there. Alright, for now, oh my gosh, 5 more shards to spot from this angle. Hopefully this is the last ocularium of this area. I'm going to go back to the camp. And restock. Now, supposedly this is bear country. Because I found a letter... Oh, I need that. Because I found a letter... Why is there blood on the floor? Because I found a letter by someone who is like, hey, you gotta hunt for these bears. Oh, look, bears. Oh my gosh. Bears, stop running away from me. Alright, if we're fighting this bear... What level are these bears? These are level 11 bears. Okay, Sarah, go way over here. See, look at what Solus is doing. Solus is at a range distance. He is not trying to fight the bears up close. You know, that was, I feel like a nice distraction for the bears. but not particularly damaging, or the bears themselves are just really tough. And it was my own mistake trying to fight 2 bears at once. Alright, this bear is almost dead. Yeah, great bear claws. Oh, is there another bear here? No, you're a Mibari. I'm not hunting Mibari, I'm hunting bears. It's bear season. Oh my gosh. And it's a bear, we've perceived it. And the smugglers and the bears are uniting against us. It's not just the forest now. Okay, hopefully this bear will drop one more bear claw. And we won't have to worry about getting any more donuts. Okay, who's attacking Sarah? Another Mibari. See, that's the problem with, like... It's not just with Dragon Age. There are a lot of games this mechanic affects. Is when you have... Oh my gosh. Another stupid... Is like when you have open world games with things that happen more or less randomly, you find yourself in situations in which you'll have a plot thing to do. And you go do the plot thing. Okay, where's the bear corpse? The bear did not drop bear claws. Is you'll want to do the plot thing, and then this random other thing is happening at the same time. The simplest idea for this one is like, let's take for instance The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. You'll want to do something, or should I say, there are times in which I played the game where I wanted to do something, such as climb a tower. I'll climb a tower in order to see things in the distance. And unlock more and know where more activities are. But it's raining. It's a random world event that's not directly related to what's going on. But it affects what you do when you get there. I want to say Far Cry has had it worse, where you'll be like just exploring the map, and then you'll want to do something, but then like a random like patrol passes by. And now that random patrol is an issue. Step. Thank you, whoever defeated them. What is my sword clanging against when I stab those green floating guys? Like... All right, Solus, now's your time to shine. I cannot see the extent of your... Oh, jeez. Maybe this will hit all of it? Sure, why not? Let's risk it. I think it did. I think it hit all 3 of those. Okay. All right.
They are allied with the Inquisition. The rebel mages are likely to enjoy more freedoms.
I expect you are correct.
I thought you would be pleased.
I will be pleased when the world we share is not threatened by a blight-corrupted madman. Regardless of who was responsible, the conflict between Templars and mages helped Corypheus rise to power. We cannot afford to let political infighting distract us from our duty.
Agreed. When it is done, I promise what you have done here will not be forgotten.
Thank you, Seeker. I think.
If you find this, the bleeding didn't stop. I had just enough time to write this letter even though I was still bleeding. My family lives at the Red Cliff Farms. Maker bless you if you could take my last words to them. I didn't run, I didn't abandon them. I thought I could get enough help. Fool that I was, all I got was my guts torn out. A letter written in a shaky hand along with the... Oh my gosh. He didn't just write the letter. He also wrote... He also drew a map of the nearby farmland. All right, let's hope to find one more bear claw. And not thugs. Nope, these are just thugs. We wanted bears! We will loot your bodies, as is our way. But we are very disappointed that you weren't bears. Let's see if we can find another bear. I still don't even... Nope, is this a bear? If it's not... It is in fact a large bear! Oh my gosh. Level geometry, you are not built to handle... Oh. How did it hit me? I was behind it. Okay, I'll definitely have to restock on potions after these fights. Oh, a Mabari has shown up. Ah. It's a good thing we're risking our lives because of a hunting idea that we found on a letter in the wild. Good times, good times. What do we do with the giant bear claws? And how do we get on up top there? All right, we figured out how to do that. All right, let's turn in some of these quests we picked up. Like this hunter's letter. And the task for the widower to put the flowers by the grave. And I think I can go through the ice door as well. Okay, and then... some stuff over there. There's the healer. That's where the, And I still need deft hands, in order to pick locks, both in Redcliffe and in the...
Something like that.
Yeah. And in the farm on the west side of the Hinterlands. So I fear, even after all of these efforts today, there's still more in the Hinterlands to do. The checklist is simply never-ending. Widower, we did the thing.
I do not suppose you found my Senna's shrine. I know it is a long way to go.
I cleaned Senna's shrine and placed the flowers. May her ashes be gathered by Fountain and carried safely.
After all the long years she carried me, thank you. You do a foolish old man too much kindness. Masseranus, Dalen, take this with my gratitude. Senna would have wanted you to have it.
Okay, and then... this person wanted the elf fruit and also the crystal... no, not the elf fruit, the spindleweed and the crystal grace. Which the crystal grace is definitely a lot rarer. And did not seem to have any need anywhere else. So hopefully this is the last thing this person needs.
A pleasure to see you again. I found some of the herbs you were looking for.
This is exactly what I needed.
Goodbye.
Thank you so much for your help.
Excellent. We're done with them. All right. I think I have enough of the shards. Where would the shards be shown in my inventory? Like, how do I know how many shards I have? Well, I mean, I suppose I could go to the journal. This is in the Forbidden Oasis, the Cold Door. We have enough. Okay. So let's go to the Hidden Oasis and go to that Cold Door. Huh. Hold on. We did not clear out one of the rifts in the Desert Oasis. It just happens to be south, away from the mining camp and everything. I suppose I should probably do that first. And apparently the requisitions army person wants something again, as their wont. What do you want?
Dispatch for you.
What is it?
See for yourself, sir.
We can do it. Excellent. No, nope, that's the wrong one. Ah.
This might interest you, sir.
What is it?
You may want to look into this.
Okay, this one does not seem like... Nope, it's already done. Once again, like, is this like an unlimited amount of
What is it?
requisitions?
Sir.
Just a never-ending supply of power? Well, let's go over to this thing, which I did not realize that there would be a thing behind you. But apparently there was. Yep. Let us disrupt the rift. Solus, it is your time to shine. We will get rid of... you, why not? And where is she? Oh, Cassandra's right there. But she's used her own ability to dispel. Sarah, heal yourself. Do I have to tell you to heal? Apparently the answer is yes. And we claim this place for the Inquisition. The marker. The sand stretched for miles, broken occasionally by a stony outcrop. The monotony was wearing, and the longer we traveled, the more I feared we would never escape it. Suddenly, my guide pointed, and I caught sight of two distant pillars. As we rode toward them, a statue of a man became visible. Despite his stern countenance and the fact that he held the head of some vanquished enemy, I have never seen so welcoming of a face. The oasis itself lies within a canyon. From a distance, one might see only more desert. The rocky hills surrounding it look the same as any other rocky hills. Were it not for the pillars and a man, the place would not appear remarkable at all. When I expressed these thoughts to my guide, she laughed and said she could find the spot even without them. I conceded the point, not wishing to insult her skill. Still, I'm grateful to the bygone sculptor who placed his statue here. Alright, on to the cold door. Alright, let's see if we're ready for what's behind door number 7? 8? How many doors have we opened so far? 4? Probably. Why, hello. Okay, these guys all have a lot of health. Now, yeah, let's throw this down. Oh, you're immune to being put to sleep. Also, did that get rid of all the skeletons? I think that did. Oh. Sir, can you please stop disappearing and reappearing? Like, that would be great. Ah, there you are again. Like, what is your plan in regards to this? Ah. Just to be slowly defeated. Oh, okay. Finally. A belt of 30% cold resistance. See? That's what I'm talking about. That's more meaningful. Like, that's the belt you could take home and show off to your parents. That's the belt that you take a picture of and you post on Instagram. That's the kind of belt that'll run for political office. Though, to be fair, in comparison to most modern politicians, I would rather vote for a belt of 30% cold resistance than any of them. Especially the ones running for president. All of them, really. I'd rather vote for the cold resistance belt than the people running for office at the moment. That's my... I don't even know is that even a hot take? Or is it a cold take because of its high cold resistance? We will never know. For now, let's actually head back to Skyhold. Should we return artifacts to Blackwall? Now or later? Later, when we're ready to do a story mission. See about the construction of the watchtowers. And then call it for the night. And then next time, more Hinterlands, because the Hinterlands still has that castle at the bottom left. Let's see. Blackwall is there. Hey, Blackwall, I found more of the stuff.
This is just... it's something to keep their hands busy. I'm grateful you tracked me down when you did. As exciting as wandering the woodlands was, this is better. It's good to be part of something so important. Something that could change things.
I'm pleased that you feel that way.
Makes me sound like a Chantry sister, doesn't it? Some giddy new initiate. But so be it. I suppose you've earned my loyalty and girlish enthusiasm.
There's nothing wrong with catching you handling your wood in private.
Someone told me that once. Took me years to understand what he meant.
There's wisdom in that.
It was a chevalier who said those words to me. A powerful man, but never without honor. A true knight. We met as competitors in the Grand Tourney. He left me with that advice before we parted. Put aside his own ambitions to help me win the melee. I don't think I even thanked him.
That was generous of him.
He said I stood to gain everything, while he'd lose nothing. When it was over, he offered to mentor me, to teach me to become a chevalier like him. And I, young and stupid, turned him down flat. I just won the melee at the Grand Tourney. I didn't need him. I should have gone with him. Perhaps things could have been different.
You're here now. A Grey Warden. It worked out.
I suppose it did, didn't it? But I'm older, hopefully wiser. And I think I've chosen the right person to walk with.
Okay, but here, hey.
Heard you found something that had to do with wardens. Would have liked to have seen it.
Didn't we bring it with
Nothing
us?
right now.
Did we just leave it there in the field? Is that a horse anymore or just a zebra? All right, let's fast travel to the throne. Talk to Cullen about the watchtowers that were constructed. Why is the war council placed so far away from the throne? Like, you have to go through 3 different rooms before you actually get to it. Commander Cullen, with the watchtowers built, we've had an advanced warning of demon and bandit attacks. The area is safe for both the refugees and the farmers who had fled the nearby fields. Much appreciated, sir. It's good to know that the Inquisition is willing to put in the time to help these people. Corporate Vale. Alright, that's where we're going to stop for the night. Got any suggestions for something to play next? Damn it. Hold on. Inquisitor, as a longtime scholar of the ancient Avar, I find the information you uncovered about Turda Brightaxe fascinating. Many believe the Avar unsophisticated barbarians with no culture worth studying, but do not Orlesians say the same of us? The rich oral tradition of the Avar has been largely lost, leaving only those rune-marked fragments. Nevertheless, these confirm what we have heard in stories, that Turda pulled her tribe away from a would-be warlord and chose a hard life in the mountains for uncertain reasons. It is fortunate that she did, for had the Avar remained, the ancient Alamari might have pushed north and attracted the attention of their Naromenian tribes that would one day form the Tevinter Imperium.
A place like this serves no purpose without enough people to make the running worthwhile.
Had that happened, it is unlikely that the Alamari would have survived to become Ferelden as we know it. Based on marker runes left at each of these locations, I may be able to find the site where Turda's legendary axe is located. A crystal-headed axe said to burn with flame would be a fascinating find indeed, if the Inquisition will finance my expedition. Let's go for the 16-hour choice. Alright, now that's going to be it for the night. Got any suggestions for something? Madam Ambassador, I would be honored to accept your invitation. I shall make arrangements to pay the Inquisition a visit presently, as I have been the most curious to see your organization for myself. Have a good night. Comments, like, suggestions down below. Thank you for stopping by.